Question number 16 is a grammar question. It has to deal with punctuation, which is the most frequently occurring kind of grammar question that they give you. And so one thing you have to realize is that the answer choices go back and forth between colons and semicolons. And a colon, it introduces a list or an explanation. Look, I even use it like 3 times up here. Grammar, it introduces a big idea and then the explanation. Colons, it introduces a list or an explanation. It has to have an independent clause in a sentence. So this is a completely independent thought. This would function just fine on its own. But Jason Box believes that another factor added to the early thaw. You could write a period there if you wanted to. You could just end the sentence there, and it would be just fine. That's why it's an independent clause. But it introduces also an explanation. The dark snow problem. That's why you need a colon here, and that's why C is the right answer. It concisely introduces an explanation. Now, you have a colon here in answer choice D, but it's too wordy. You don't need the word being. You can just say the explanation, the dark snow problem. That explains everything. No need for the word being. A semicolon is often confused with a colon. They visually look very similar, but they're very different things. There's a semicolon test that's really great and very easy to use. Just replace it with a period. If you can write a period in place of the semicolon, then you can use it. So when you replace the semicolon with a period, it reads like this. Another factor added to the early thaw, period. That's fine so far. The dark snow problem, period. That's actually not a sentence. It's kind of a noun phrase, but there's no verb. What does the dark snow problem do? You can't replace this semicolon with a period because what follows is no longer a complete sentence. And that's why you can't use a semicolon. Semicolons are actually really closely related to periods. They can be used almost interchangeably, often. So that's why answer choice C is the answer. It concisely introduces an explanation. Don't try and use a semicolon here.